The following program contains strong language and is not suitable for viewers under 18.
You don't give voice.
In some families, family planning doesn't mean how many kids we want to have, but what sexual position should I be in to make sure I have a son? We're going to be looking at the importance of having predominantly male children in households in Nigeria today on Love Lounge. Welcome to Love Lounge this week. Today I have with me a relationship consultant, Joro Olumofing. Welcome.
How you doing?
Finally you join us. Yay. And media personality, the hostess with the mostess on TV, on radio. She is, you say, the most rivaled, the most rivaled love doctor there is. Not today, not in my house.
I'm competing with you. Let's put it like that. Yeah.
How, Achilles? So happy to have you in.
Glad
All right,
to be
let's
as well.
delve straight into it. What is the obsession about getting yourself to make sure you have a male? Your first son must be your first child must be a boy in a Nigerian home. Why are we obsessed with that so much?
I wouldn't say it's well, it's less, people are less obsessed with it in this century, you know, that we are in, as opposed to back then in the 90s, the 80s, when it was all about, you know, you must have a male child to carry on the family name, you know, to be head of the family just in case, you know, daddy opted out or something at some point. So it's all about, you know, carrying on the family line. Everybody wants the next generation to still bear the name, for their legacy to go on, you know. So our culture just, you know, simply wants their people to still be, you know, in this world. They still want them to matter. That's why they've always been, I want a male child, I want a male child. I believe the woman can equally do just as well as a male child, you know. We're competing with boys these days and we are flooring them badly. So why do we need boys again? Okay, I think I know anyways, but yeah.
Yeah, but tell that to like 60% of, you know, like of Nigerian fathers.
Right. In this day and age, who still want
Yeah, they
a
want,
son.
you know, like a son to take over their business so they could talk dirty and nasty things too.
No.
I have a friend who has 3 girls,
Oh,
and he's always using filter at home because he can't really feel free to talk.
No. I think what you mean is someone who he's going to teach his ways to. You
Someone
know,
who he can
that
feel free
player
with
ways, eh?
and tell anything
No.
and give her tips how to break hearts.
Oh no.
And give him
He's
to us.
encouraging. So is that what you're going to be doing with
No,
your
no,
kids
no.
then?
From 12 to 17, you know, heartbreak is allowed. Yeah, it is.
Oh, really? In your home, that's like what you're going to teach them?
Yeah.
Are you
I like the
Yoruba?
honesty at least.
Are you Yoruba?
Yeah.
I think you know I'm going to do that
You're
one.
right.
What were you
doing
going to
that.
say?
No, I'm not
Sorry.
going to say it.
Is there a meme attached to what you were going to
know
say?
it's a big D behind that.
So if it was just merely about we want the family name to be carried on, presumably because so many women are going to business school and starting up different businesses, and some of Nigerian women are actually choosing not to be married these days, and some of them even marry and choose to keep their family name. So if it was something just as simple as the fathers want their names and, you know, their bloodline to continue, you could have the daughter keep the family name, have kids, and name them
or just hyphenate.
Yeah,
You know?
but that's not enough for.
I think it's a major problem in Africa. It's a really, really big problem because like men want to have a male child.
Yes.
It's not just Africa though, it's the whole
Yeah,
world.
it's everywhere. Like for example, Kobe Bryant has 3 daughters and like everybody's like, why? And
Why?
he's very, very accomplished and everybody's like, why? Like, what do you mean by why?
So she passed the gene on to a boy.
Yeah, who
Now-
will probably play in the NBA or something.
Oh, God, no.
Jero, I've heard that there are certain parts of the world, such as East and South Asia, where what they do is they actually terminate pregnancies. Once they check to find out if it's going to be a girl or a boy, if it's going to be a girl, they don't even give the fetus a chance. It's gone. Now, I don't think we're that intense within Nigeria. Nigeria will give birth and then try again and keep
try
trying.
again,
If you end up with 41 kids, that's your business.
Yeah, true.
So do you find, though, that means that we're happy to have children, but we'll keep trying until we have the right one because we don't abort them? Or is it more because of religious reasons in Nigeria we don't abort them, but
Yeah,
we
we have
definitely
the
want
fear
a
of
boy?
God. It's the fear of God.
It's the fear of God.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's the pretentious fear of God. Nigerians are excessively into religion, and this is not necessarily just because what pains me the most is the fact that the person you saw in church yesterday is the person who's going to do the worst and most heinous crime of them all, and this happens constantly. I'm no atheist, but the culture in Nigeria with Christianity, it kind of pulls me away from it.
But there are tons of different religions in Nigeria.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
but
let's
the
step away from the
Christianity
religion.
vote, yeah.
I don't want hate mail in the morning.
I was going to ask you a question because you said something before we went on the break. You said a lot of Nigerian females are choosing not to get married. I would not agree with you completely because our culture puts so much pressure on young girls to get married. So I can actually say that most of them lot who are not married and are successful, it's not by choice. It's never by choice.
No, but
It's-
she said, I'm like terminating babies because of religion.
No, I wasn't talking about that. There was a
Before the
statement she
break,
made before she went
No, I
on
said
the
that there
break.
are women
Yeah.
now who
are
are
single.
choosing to
Yeah,
not
yeah,
get
yeah.
married, or they're choosing to be single mothers, which wasn't really something that a lot of people used to do back in the day. But now more women are kind of comfortable to
because
stand
they
their
can
own
stand on
ground.
their feet. It's a world where, everyone's almost given an equal platform, except in Africa, but everyone's given an equal platform now. So why not? I can take care of myself. I can take care of my kid. I mean, what about situations where there is a man and a woman, and the woman is the one predominantly doing all the caretaking?
Yeah, but I think
She might not be
marriage
on her own, innit?
and like courtship in Nigeria is, I compared it once in an article to being like a verified on Instagram to like a celebrity. If you're a celebrity and you're not verified, you feel like there's something missing somewhere.
Right.
So for a woman, if she's not married or in a relationship, she'll feel that there's something missing. So like the pressure here
I
is
think
a
that's
lot.
society pressure, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But human, well, our bodies, we do want companionship, don't we? There's no point being lonely.
Right.
Your girlfriend or your boyfriend can't always fill that space.
But anytime
so-
I see like ladies like post, I'm single and happy on Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, sad.
You're
I'm
saying
very
that
sad.
deliberately? Really?
Allow that.
Now you're asking for it. You just want someone to come out, rescue
Honestly.
me from my
single and
singledom.
happy now.
Yeah, like
So
because,
what
like,
is it about men though? What is it that men do so well that women can't? That's again makes us want to make sure at least our first, second, third, or fourth
off the
offspring
top of
is
my
a
head,
boy.
dress up quickly. That's about it.
Is that the only thing men have on us? Really?
That's the only thing I can
Gerald,
say off
please.
the top. And
Like, why-
strength.
Speak for your men folk.
No,
Like
no.
why men want to have like boys?
Why most women, married people or people who want to have kids, why do they want to have male offspring?
And heir?
What is it that men can do that we can't? Besides the name. Besides make sure that, because I mean, if it's about DNA,
Yeah.
your daughter will still pass your DNA on. So what is it that men do that we can't?
It's just a bond, It's just a bond.
I can bond with you.
No.
Daddy, I can play football.
Why do you think I should
rugby,
close my eyes?
basketball. I can do it
We're
all.
4 boys in my house, and
Okay.
my uncles are very, very jealous because my dad just he feels free, comes down from the stairs naked, talks about anything,
Okay.
girlfriends. You get drunk, like it just feels free,
You're casting your dad on there. Wow, he's gonna whoop you. But yeah, I understand the need to want to bond with your child, you know, and it's always easier if you lot of the same sex, isn't it? You know how it could be with females.
And the legacy, like
yeah, but
male,
the difference is with mothers and
Yeah.
their daughters. They always say that mothers and daughters, they don't get
They don't
on.
get
They
along,
hate
man.
each other
Yeah.
until the daughter becomes a mother herself.
And
Yeah.
even at that, sometimes
Yeah.
they still don't get along.
Yeah.
It all depends on the personality and the upbringing. So different strokes for different folks.
Yeah,
So
but
now I want to
psychologically-
talk about, I want to talk about people who definitely know what sex they want their child to be. And I'd like you guys to give me tips on sexual positions they can have to guarantee that that boy or girl need to be in.
It's just positions of what you need to eat or your diet or something.
Oh, so there's more. Wait, oh yeah, talk. My pen's in my hand. Oh, yeah.
Are you
No, I
trying to
heard
have a boy?
if you
I want to know what I shouldn't
no, I
do.
heard
Okay.
if you eat a lot of pounded yam.
Huh?
No, that's for twins.
No,
Pounded yam is for if you want twins.
if you want a guy,
Is
you have to
this
eat pounded yam.
African myths I'm listening to?
No, it's for real. Like apparently if you eat a lot of yam.
What happened to
You have
science?
twins.
Y chromosome, X chromosome.
No, that's for the white people.
Oh wow, you're not gonna do
That's for the
this.
Onyims.
Oh no, don't do that, babes.
I'm in my
at all.
motherland.
Pounded yam.
Pounded yam.
Yeah.
For a boy.
Yeah, for a
The
boy.
head of the yam, the middle, the bottom.
I have no idea.
You can eat the whole tuber. You're looking slim and nice. You can add a little more to it, eh?
Yeah, and
So
if
if
you
the
have,
yam is
yeah, like
pounded or yam porridge, does it count?
very, very pounded. I mean, little.
What if it's poundo? No, it has to be pounded in the
yeah,
mortar.
pounded yam?
Okay.
I mean, little water.
How many times a day?
A lot, like
I
7,
hate the
8
fact that
times
he's
a
saying this
week.
with a straight
Yeah,
face right now.
yeah, I'm serious.
For real?
Yeah,
No.
Doesn't
I
matter
don't
what you eat
believe
it
that.
with, like a goosey, a wedu, okra.
draw,
It has to be draw.
draw.
You don't believe it?
No, none of this is entering at all. I refuse to take it in. You know, I think it's just a myth. It's one of our folk tales that we tell ourselves here in Nigeria, Africa. But yeah, this is all down to, you know, him and her, and most importantly, him, innit? You know, so it's all about, yes. You lot are the ones who give us the boy or the girl. This is scientific facts, man.
Yeah,
but then if you're laying down in a certain position,
Yeah.
is the Y chromosome or the X chromosome more likely to be the one that wriggles up the stream?
It just wriggles up.
You know,
No,
if you're
like
laying
I
on your
heard
back and your feet are up in the air,
They
if it's
said that one
doggy,
well.
are you more likely to have a boy?
Wow, you're being quite graphic, aren't you?
Oh, we're not even gone there yet.
Yeah, you know, doggy, frog, crab, you know, like those
That's
styles.
girl.
You know, yeah, doggy, frog style and crab style, you know, give boys.
Wow.
But you have to do that before or after pounded yam?
When, like, you interchange, you mix everything up. Like,
So
there's
you don't
no-
get any
Wow.
tips from the Kama Sutra, no? No extra
It's the same
stuff.
thing now.
Totally free. Wow. Okay, well, I'll definitely say I'm learning today that pounded jam works, you know, so just in case our future
Yeah,
husband
do
to
that more.
be
Withdraw
starts
soup.
demanding.
Pounded yam with draw soup, and then you do the froggy style when you're having sex.
Sorry.
And you have a boy.
And
I
crabby
need
style.
help with the froggy and this doggy. Crabby
Can you explain
style?
what that
Could you
looks like?
please,
Or can you
please?
look it up on the internet?
No.
You know how, like, the crab legs are?
Yeah.
It gives, like, the back a, you know, a
A
certain...
nice little arch, eh?
Yeah.
Wicked. Wicked. He should open a school for, you know, Kama Sutra ain't got nothing on you.
My wife's pregnant 9 months from now. We all know.
This advice I took, eh?
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Okay, so let's talk about when the child now arrives. You now have a boy and you're happy. Yay. Some parents are choosing, abroad anyway, they're choosing not to raise their child with a specific identity. They want the child to grow up and decide if I am a boy or if I am a girl, whatever. Do you think,
like, being gay?
not gay necessarily,
Metrosexual.
but yes.
Metrosexual.
So there's some boys who are comfortable wearing colors like pink, for instance. Some boys don't want to do that. Some boys want to wear dresses. Some want to wear shoes. Some of them
Ha.
dress like
gay.
not gay, but they just feel like certain types of clothing shouldn't belong to one particular gender. So, I mean, we're seeing more of that in Nigeria now. Let's be honest. There are
Yes.
more people who are dressing that way.
Yeah.
So do you think, you know, that's something that parents should encourage?
As infants? Or-
From infants, yeah. Should you, from 3 months old, already be telling them, no, you must put the blue clothes on the baby?
That is the beginning of identity crisis. Why would you want to do that?
But it's not crisis.
That could actually affect the child. You know, not everyone is strong mentally, you know, to be able to find their own path by themselves. Sometimes we all
that's
need a little
wickedness.
guidance, basically. Yeah. So I can a little bit agree with him, but again, different strokes for different folks. Because some
Yeah.
people don't have parents, you know, and they do very well in their life. So basically, it's your choice. I have someone in my life right now, and she's, you know, she likes the feminine persuasion preferably, but her parents have an issue with it. Big issue. And she basically dresses like a boy all the time. But that's who she is, you know. She's amazing at her job. She's great at everything she does. But she's a
She
boy at
prefers
heart,
women. Mhm.
and she prefers women,
Yeah.
you know. And her family just won't accept it. And for this reason, she wants to run off.
So is she somebody who identifies herself as being lesbian, or is she somebody who thinks that if she had the money, she would do a change
she's
and
lesbian.
actually get, you know, because some people
I don't think there's any way-
identify as male, they actually
Yeah.
will go a step further and do surgery to become a guy.
No.
Okay, so she doesn't think she's a guy, she just prefers to be with women.
She's a batty
I think
as
if you
daylight.
dress
She's
like a
fine.
guy, you want to be
Yeah.
dominant, and you're gonna play for the other team. So
Well,
Is it about
all of them.
dominance, though?
No,
Yeah.
no. It's who she
do
is
you know
inside.
how tomboys walk? Have you
Yes.
seen them walk?
But they're different types of lesbians. They're the butch
Yeah.
lesbians,
Yes,
they're the more
and they're the
effeminate,
feminine lesbians.
exactly.
She's
So-
not the feminine one. She's the butch one, you know. But she's still normal, isn't she? You know, she still has her
Lesbians
little-
are normal, darling. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Suspecting
Let's
you.
move on. Let's move on.
Okay, no.
What I want
no.
to ask though is like, in addition to, okay, I don't want to tell this boy that I've given birth to that you are a boy. You can wear whatever you want.
But the willies
should you
telling
also
it.
be, the willies will tell. But should you also be giving, because, you know, most children grow up and when you're in the home, You know, when they're pulling your daughter into the kitchen to come and cook, they leave the boy to do whatever, play games, wash the car.
Yeah.
And there are roles we assign to kids from when they're born.
Yeah.
You know, even toys, you give the boys Action Man, you give the girl Barbie
And minus
doll.
that, there's the father
Should
and the
we be
mom
doing
playing their
that?
roles.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, of course.
Why is that important?
Because you don't want to, you know, confuse his mind. Like, you don't want to give him a different, like, types of archetypes or, like, cognition. Like, let him know his role.
But shouldn't he have, as a boy, be able to understand things from all gender perspectives? And then when he's grown, he might be 18, 21, whatever age, you decide, you know what, I'm a man and this kind of guy I
that's what I
want
was
to
going to
be.
say. We all need a guideline. We all need guidance. Mostly as a kid, you know, you need your parents' help to identify yourself. And then when you get to a certain age, you know, you're getting influenced by peers, then you now start adding your little mixes to what's already founded in you. So that's how we all become a little bit different. But if you notice something, you can always trace a person's behavior back to the parents.
Right.
The girl, the guy.
But you have to guide them. I received an email about a woman who, her son, you know, started using a lipstick and...
Is there anything wrong with that?
Are you serious?
In Nigeria.
No,
plenty
children,
is
how
wrong
old
with
was the
that.
son?
Like 4.
Children play with everything at that age.
The
They
boys
do.
liked
They play
it.
with powder. They play with everything. It doesn't mean anything.
But you know that at
That's very, very rough play.
60% of boys who start off like that always
Exactly. They go through an
end up
oral
being
phase. It's
trans
natural.
or gay,
No.
you know.
Yeah,
State
try.
schools are free-ish.
Really?
Yeah.
In Nigeria?
And when you have that boy, then
When
you
he
know
gets
that
to
you're
7,
okay.
you can chill.
You can chill after 7.
After 7, yeah.
Okay, cool. Homeschooling,
I see you're
guess.
going to be aiming for a football team in your family eventually.
He just told us there are 4 boys in his family.
4 boys,
He has
so-
to beat that number.
Your wife, huh?
Don't
2
worry.
wives?
My
3
grandmother
Don't worry,
had
we're good.
12 kids. I don't understand how she lay on her back and spat 12 out.
I know.
My
'Cause
grandma had
Just
14.
Ew.
well done.
I'm sorry. Baby
Well
mama
done.
drama. Is that what's going to be your case? 'Cause that would make
No.
sense, you know.
No.
No 21st century woman is looking forward to having 7 kids.
Yeah,
Let's be honest, you know.
Things are expensive. But then
are
if you think about it
different.
from the dowry side, right? You pay more dowry when it's a daughter you're giving away. Or is it the son when it's your son marrying? When it's your son marrying somebody.
Okay.
So if you have 7 boys, do you know how much of your money you're just literally just dashing out?
If I'm marrying a Yoruba lady,
Yeah.
it's not always too much now. But if it's Igbo, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell them, no. I'm going to tell them, you know, you guys choose 2 Igbo and 2 Yoruba to answer. If it's 7
wow,
Igbo, I'm in
wicked.
trouble.
There's a Facebook message here from Eze who says, my 8-year-old son is interested in fabrics, clothes, and makeup. I am torn between encouraging his creative side and shutting it down for
Encourage.
fear of something worse.
No, you
Hashtag Bobrisky. Is there a balance?
No, he could be the next Adi Bakari. He could be the next Toshiba, you know, Koshiba.
So if they're playing around with fabrics, that's fine. But if they're putting
look,
lipstick on their face,
honestly,
that's not
I
fine.
really-
Balance
no,
it.
you didn't get something right with me. I didn't say I had a problem with it. I just simply said there's a possibility that kid's going to be gay. So I don't have a problem with gay people. It really doesn't matter to me your sexual orientation.
Yeah, it's fine,
or
but
who
you
you
balance it. Give him the fabrics in the morning, give him basketball in the evening. Yeah, true.
Action figures, eh?
Yeah.
But what if he doesn't like basketball? What if he
Thank
likes
you.
cricket
Yeah, it's fine.
or badminton or
Any-
something that you don't think is a macho sport?
Any contact sport, you have to give someone an elbow. It's
So
fine
if
by
it's
me.
not hockey,
Cricket is a macho
rugby,
sport, isn't
soccer.
it? Yes, it is. So is
Yeah.
rugby.
Yeah, it is. Is it?
No, but badminton.
No, it's not. It's, you know, it's a bit
What
less.
if he wants
you know,
that? Lacrosse.
not so aggressive.
Let him choose when he's 18.
Choose what? The
If-
sport
No.
or the fabrics?
Yeah.
Okay, it will be way before 18, darling. Probably around 14, actually. Then he starts deciding, you know, that's the age where you start noticing the other sex, isn't it? You know, so once your kid's 14, your girl, your guy, if you're the dad who's scared, then you need a shotgun, don't you? And if you've got just boys, wow. Condoms
No.
7
all
boys is
round.
what he wants, he said.
I remember my dad having a conversation with my mom, and you know, he was like one of my brothers, he hasn't brought a girl home yet, like when he was 13. He's like, do we have a problem? Do we need to go and see someone? This guy hasn't brought a girl.
No,
Hope there's no
maybe
problem.
shy. It's taking his time in it to grow, to get there.
Nah.
Well,
Need to push, yeah.
You do know that a lot of Nigerian families that actually do have gay children are in denial. Absolute denial about it. Like, I have a friend.
They don't think you can pray it away.
Let's allow that. I have a friend who actually, one of their members he's definitely batty, but they're so set in their Igbo ways. There's no way they will admit it to themselves. No way. So I was having a conversation with my girlfriend. I'm like, have you ever thought about the fact that maybe your brother's leaning in the other? And she's like, no, man, never. Like, because she's even more boyish, because she's the only girl in the family. So she's got a lot of, boy genes and whatnot. And she's like, no way. And then I found out a couple of months ago that he got up and left Nigeria. I'm like, bye, blood. He's not coming back. That's it. He's gone to his freedom. Because a number of my friends are actually in fashion or gay in London. They don't want to come back to Nigeria because of their parents.
Because of stigma as well, of being that gay guy.
That person who, brought their family name down and all of that. So,
do you think Nigeria will ever get to the point where we move on from caring about our son's sexuality? Because I find that sometimes people almost accept you if you're a lesbian more than if you are, a gay guy in Nigeria. They choose to ignore it a little bit.
They don't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear it at all.
They don't want to hear it at all.
But then, okay, look at it this way. If a girl comes in and she has things that people normally think it's guys that will play with, like an Xbox or whatever computer game it is, or she's playing certain sports, they accept it, right? They accept it because women are allowed to be tomboys. But then if it's a guy who's playing sports or liking certain games that people associate more with girls, it's an issue.
Because you're meant to be a man.
But you can be a man. Okay, what is a man? Sorry, let me start with that. What is a man? What makes a man a man?
Based on our culture, based on society, based on everything, a man is someone who's meant to take charge, be strong.
Someone's supposed to grab
But if you can take charge
on the road
and also wear lipstick at the same time, are you less of a man?
Hey.
But you're still taking charge.
Like this.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna listen to you.
You're still a man.
No.
You're still the person that when your parents gave birth to you, they said, mama, wait till you born boy. You're still that person.
Well, you're identifying to be a man with your, your sexuality, your body, but now your mental acuity, is it there? It's in that place? Are you masculine up there? Or you're a bit more sensitive?
That's why I was asking, what's a man? What is masculinity?
In NYC camp, they put a guy in our platoon to be leader of something, and he was, this kind of guy. Nobody will listen to him. Nobody was.
But not all gay people are effeminate.
No.
Yeah.
No,
so he might not even have been gay.
Actually, because
he might just
there are some guys who are so sensitive. You actually say they're gay,
but they're
not. I mean, put your sister in a room with them, and then you find out. No. There's some guys like that.
Yes.
Yeah, and you'd be thinking, oh, he's batty, but he's not.
He's not.
Some men are just sensitive. It's like saying some people who are always in the kitchen, some guys who love to cook, that they're feminine just because.
Do you question
they
a guy who likes
down.
to be in the kitchen and cook a lot? Is that masculine? Is he a man?
I like to be in the kitchen. I love food. So
we know what we're going to eat for Christmas.
All right, thank you so much for watching Love Lounge today. I hope we covered some of the issues around this gender bias that goes on. Whether you're planning for a family of your own, I hope you realize that it doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl, as long as they are happy, they're healthy, and they're here with it. Even if they aren't healthy sometimes, they're still your gifts, your precious gift that you've been given, and all you have to do is take care of them. Please keep your messages coming in on Facebook and Twitter. We will be getting back to you and even connect you with relationship consultants like Jura if you have any further questions that you want covered. See you again next week. All right, I have some quick fire questions to ask you. So just say yes or no. 1, are you obsessed with having a male child? Do you care? A lot. Would you continue to try for a male child if you don't get one early in your marriage? And you?
So how many kids is it?
4.
So after the 4th